In many theological and philosophical traditions, the concept of God's omnipotence and control over all things occupies a central and profound role. At its core, omnipotence refers to the idea that God possesses unlimited or boundless power, transcending the limitations of the physical universe. This omnipotence extends not only to creation but also to the ongoing sustenance and governance of all existence. It suggests that God has the ability to act without constraint or limitation, able to bring about any conceivable outcome according to divine will. The notion of God's control over all things reflects a belief in divine providence, wherein God is seen as actively involved in the unfolding of events within the cosmos. This divine control encompasses both the grand sweep of cosmic history and the minutiae of individual lives, guiding and directing all things towards their ultimate purpose or fulfillment. It implies a profound sense of order and purpose within the universe, with God as the ultimate source of authority and sovereignty. However, interpretations of God's omnipotence and control vary among different religious and philosophical traditions. Some emphasize a more deterministic view, suggesting that God's control extends to every aspect of existence, including human actions and choices. Others emphasize a more nuanced understanding, acknowledging the existence of free will alongside God's overarching sovereignty. The concept of God's omnipotence and control invites contemplation and reflection on the nature of divinity, the meaning of existence, and humanity's place within the cosmic order. It speaks to profound questions about the nature of power, responsibility, and the relationship between the divine and the created world. In the vast tapestry of existence, God's omnipotence stands as an awe-inspiring beacon of boundless power and majesty. With a mere whisper, he commands the stars to dance across the velvet expanse of the night sky, orchestrating their celestial ballet with effortless grace. His omnipotent hand stretches across the vast expanse of the seas, guiding the relentless ebb and flow of their tides with unrivaled authority, each crest and through a testament to his mastery over the depths. Mountains bow in reverence to his omnipotence, their towering peaks mere foothills beneath his divine gaze, as he molds and shapes the very earth with the weight of his omnipresent might. And in the howling fury of the winds, his voice echoes with a primal roar, sculpting the very air itself into currents that bend to his will, carrying his whispers of power to the farthest reaches of creation. Truly, in every corner of the cosmos, his omnipotence reigns supreme, a symphony of cosmic forces woven together by the divine hand of the Almighty. In the vast expanse of life's journey, it's all too easy to be weighed down by the burdens of worry and fear, allowing them to cast shadows over our hearts and minds. Yet, in these moments of doubt and uncertainty, it's crucial to remember the steadfast promise of divine providence. For when we allow worry and fear to consume us, we inadvertently reveal a lack of faith in God's boundless ability to provide and care for us. Just as the lilies of the field and the birds of the air are clothed and fed by his loving hand, so too are we held in his unwavering embrace. Trusting in his unfailing love and wisdom, we can release the grip of anxiety and surrender our fears to his infinite grace. For it is through this act of surrender that we find true liberation, allowing faith to illuminate the path ahead and guiding us towards a place of peace and serenity. So let us cast aside the shackles of worry and fear and embrace the boundless promise of God's providence, knowing that we are forever held in his loving care. In the tumult of life's uncertainties, anxiety often creeps in, fueled by a perceived lack of faith in God's ability to provide and care for us. Yet, this very anxiety serves as a call to deeper trust and surrender. For when we relinquish our doubts and fears, we open ourselves to the boundless grace and provision that flow from the divine source. It is in releasing our grip on control and embracing faith that we find solace and peace amidst the storm. Instead of allowing anxiety to dictate our thoughts and actions, we can choose to anchor ourselves in the unwavering truth of God's love and provision. In this surrender, we discover a profound sense of liberation, free from the burdens that once weighed heavily upon our hearts. For in trusting in God's infinite care, we find reassurance that we are always held in the palm of His hand, guided by His wisdom and sustained by His unfailing grace. In the tapestry of human existence, worry often finds fertile ground in the soil of doubt, particularly when faith in God's providence wavers. However, it is precisely in these moments of uncertainty that the invitation to surrender and trust in divine care becomes most poignant. To release the burden of worry, one must first acknowledge the limitations of human understanding and embrace the boundless nature of God's love and provision. It is a conscious act of relinquishment, a letting go of the illusion of control, and an embrace of divine sovereignty. In this act of surrender, the anxious heart finds solace, recognizing that the Creator of the universe is intimately acquainted with every need and concern. With each worry released, there arises a newfound freedom, a liberation from the chains of fear and doubt. Trust becomes the cornerstone upon which peace is built, and faith blossoms like a resilient flower in the garden of the soul. For in entrusting one's cares to the divine, one discovers that God's ability to provide and care exceeds all human comprehension, offering an ever-present source of comfort and sustenance along life's winding journey. In the symphony of life, embracing the present moment with trust and openness is an invaluable practice, particularly amidst uncertain circumstances. While the future may remain veiled in ambiguity and the past a distant echo, the present moment stands as an anchor of stability and possibility. It is within this fleeting now that we find the raw material of experience, ripe with opportunities for growth and transformation. Trusting the moment allows us to relinquish the need for control and surrender to the flow of life's currents, confident in the inherent wisdom of the universe. In uncertain times, this trust becomes a beacon of light, guiding us through the labyrinth of doubt and fear towards a place of inner peace and resilience. For it is in embracing the present moment with unwavering trust that we discover the profound beauty and richness of life's tapestry, woven with threads of grace and possibility. The importance of trusting in God's timing and provision shines brightly, especially amidst the shadows of uncertainty and adversity. It is a testament to the profound wisdom and boundless love of the divine, whose hand orchestrates the symphony of life with infinite grace and precision. In times of trial and tribulation, when the path ahead seems shrouded in mist and the weight of burdens presses heavily upon the soul, it is trust in God's timing that offers solace and hope. For His timing is not bound by the constraints of human understanding, but rather guided by a divine plan woven with threads of purpose and meaning. Even in the darkest of hours, when all seems lost and hope flickers like a solitary flame in the wind, trusting in God's provision becomes a lifeline, a beacon of light illuminating the path forward. For His provision knows no bounds, transcending the limitations of earthly resources and offering sustenance to weary hearts and weary souls. It is a reminder that in every moment, even in the depths of despair, God's love shines forth like a radiant sun, offering warmth and comfort to all who are willing to trust in His unfailing grace. Thus, in the midst of uncertainty and difficulty, let us anchor our hearts in trust, knowing that God's timing is perfect and His provision abundant, guiding us through the storms of life with steadfast love and unwavering grace. Learning to love God and love others is a sacred journey that transcends the boundaries of time and space, weaving together the tapestry of human experience with threads of divine grace and compassion. It is an invitation to open our hearts to the boundless love that emanates from the source of all creation, embracing the sacred interconnectedness that binds us all together. As we walk this path of love, we are called to gaze into the depths of our own souls, to unearth the seeds of divine love that lie dormant within. For it is in loving God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and loving our neighbors as ourselves, that we discover the true essence of our humanity. With each act of kindness and each gesture of forgiveness, we become vessels of love, channels through which the light of the divine can shine forth into the world. And in this sacred dance of love, we find our true purpose, our true fulfillment, as we strive to embody the timeless truth that love is the ultimate expression of our connection to the divine. When crises loom large and uncertainty casts its shadow, there is a comforting truth that transcends the chaos: God's unwavering presence by our side. Like a steadfast beacon in the storm, His comforting embrace surrounds us, offering solace and strength in our moments of greatest need. In the depths of despair, when it feels as though the world is crumbling around us, His presence remains constant, a rock upon which we can anchor our souls. Through every trial and tribulation, He walks alongside us, sharing in our pain and offering hope amidst the darkness. For in His boundless love and infinite wisdom, we find refuge and reassurance, knowing that we are never alone, even in our darkest hour. With God as our constant companion, we navigate the storms of life with courage and grace, confident that His guiding hand will lead us safely to the shores of peace and redemption. Amidst the chaos and confusion, there is a steadfast truth that remains unchanged: God's unwavering presence, love, and sovereignty. His divine presence is ever near, a comforting embrace that surrounds us in every moment, offering solace and strength. His boundless love knows no bounds, reaching into the depths of our souls with a compassion that transcends human understanding. And His sovereignty reigns supreme, guiding the unfolding of events with a wisdom that surpasses all comprehension. In the light of His eternal presence, let us be reminded of our purpose to align our lives with His divine plan, to walk in step with His will, and to become vessels of His love and grace in the world. For it is in living out this sacred calling that we find true fulfillment and meaning, anchored in the knowledge that we are part of a greater purpose, guided by the hand of the Almighty. So let us embrace His presence, His love, and His sovereignty, and let us journey forward with courage and conviction, knowing that He is with us always, leading us towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. As we draw near to the end of our time together, let us carry with us the flame of devotion that burns brightly within our hearts. Let our love for God be a guiding light, illuminating the path ahead and infusing every moment with grace and purpose. May we cultivate this love with steadfast dedication, nurturing it through prayer, reflection, and acts of kindness towards others. And as we depart from this sacred space, may our love for God continue to inspire and uplift us, shaping our thoughts, words, and deeds, and leading us ever closer to the divine presence that dwells within and among us. May our prayers be like seeds planted in the fertile soil of hope, faith, and perseverance. As we conclude this moment of reflection and connection, let us carry the light of our intentions forward, trusting in the wisdom of the divine. Thank you for joining in this sacred space of prayer. We encourage you to share your own aspirations, struggles, and triumphs in the comments below, knowing that in our shared journey, we find strength and support.